Suzanne Murphy, dental technician student. Her parents drove up from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Supposedly, she was expecting him. She hasn't shown up at home since they got here yesterday.
We talked to Susie 2 days ago from a tollway rest stop outside St. Louis. She said, starve yourself on Tuesday, Daddy, because I'm going to make you chicken fried steak and black-eyed peas and plum cobbler.
Fridge. All right. Steak, black-eyed peas, and plums. Just like her daddy said. All right, I'll be right there, man. City impound. They got Suzanne Murphy's car.
Oh, man. Techniques of black magic.
No, sir. This case is closed. My daughter does not want to be found. She's out finding herself right now. That is perfectly fine with me. She wants it that way. She's got it.
Couple's here to see you. Mr. and Mrs. Murphy.
We made it a good stretch down the road, but
I just got to thinking about what you said back at the hotel, and I'm so sorry I was rude to you. But if you could just help us find our daughter. Please.
It's starting to feel like fall in Chicago. This is how I'm feeling.
Hey, you always eat the powdered sugar ones. The chocolate ones for Bobby.
Variety is the spice of life.
Variety. I'll give you variety.
I'll take the chocolate one. Bobby won't be in till later.
Where's he at?
Back on the Suzanne Murphy case. Her parents decided they did want to find her.
I can find my own dates, Ma. Yeah, he was very nice. He just wasn't my type. For starters, he flossed his teeth at the table. I'm not gonna end up some sort of old maid just because I'm divorced. You sound like Dad.
I'm looking for, how do you pronounce that?
Karadzic. It's Slavic. All Slavic names are pronounced exactly as they're spelled.
Constance, delivery for you.
I gotta run, Ma. We got a problem here I gotta deal with. Bye.
You Karadzic.
Karadzic.
Hey, you holding on us there, Cons? Is your birthday or something?
My birthday is, in February. I'm not very experienced at this. Do I need to tip you or something like that?
Don't worry about it.
Thanks.
Who are those from?
You and your husband have a little fight?
Uh-huh. Yes. I guess this is Richard's way of making up.
Is it gonna work?
Yeah.
Never worked for me. Rhonda Bhatt, 41, female. Emigrated from India 12 years ago. Married, mother of 2. Went out for groceries beginning of last week, didn't come back. Husband reported it this morning.
Gosh, what's the hurry?
Telling me. 9 days. She could be halfway to Bombay by now.
Nothing unusual about Miss Murphy. She hasn't lived here all that long. 6 months, maybe. She complained about her shower head. I fixed it. Paid the rent on time, so I had no other reason to ever talk to her.
You ever see her bring any people around, any friends or anybody?
I don't snoop on my neighbors. What they do is their business unless they bother someone else. What are you doing down there?
Just looking to see where she shops. The other side bookstore.
Oh, yeah. That's really clever.
children, let your father talk to the nice lady now, alone.
Are you sure you and your wife didn't have an argument, Mr. Narjami? Nothing caused her to run away, or?
Nothing. She said she was walking to the market to get some tomatoes. She never came back.
And that was 9 days ago. Why'd you wait so long to report her missing?
I thought she would come back. This has never happened before, and I didn't want to alarm the children. So I lied to them. I told them she was visiting some friends.
You don't have a more recent photo than this?
No, we are not much into taking pictures.
Are you under doctor's care at the moment, Mr. Narjami?
Why is that important to finding my wife?
I'm just concerned.
I appreciate that. But I am not looking for concern. I am looking for the mother of my children, quickly as possible.
Of course. May I use your bathroom?
Certainly.
Oops. Are you sure she didn't pack a bag?
She went to the store.
Forgive my ignorance of the Indian culture, Mr. Narjami, but is it usual for a husband and wife to have different last names?
No. It is quite unusual. But Rhonda was always a very modern woman. It was her idea for us to come to America. Her idea for me to learn the craft of jewelry. She's a woman of many ideas.
Excuse me.
I told you guys I'd call if I saw her. I haven't seen her.
Wait a minute, you told which guys about who?
You guys, the cops. Last month, cop comes in here, gives me a picture of this.
You've been contacted about another missing person?
Oh, now you're confusing me. Who are you looking for?
Suzanne Murphy. Brown hair, blue eyes, sweet face, mid-20s.
Well, that doesn't sound like the girl to me.
Well, there were one of your bags from the shop in Suzanne's apartment.
Oh, great. Great. Business isn't bad enough without all my customers disappearing. Here we go. Tomiko Matsuo. Definitely not the same girl.
Waukegan Police Department. Did you give them any leads or anything?
No, only thing I did remember is the last couple of times she was here, she came with some really weird guy. But I don't remember his name or anything, so it meant nothing to them.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Salt. You're gonna have to add this picture to your collection.
Johnny? Tender age, 11-year-old boy, Lincoln Park. Mother double parked, ran into a drugstore, left her kid in the back seat. When she came out, no car, no kid.
I'm not his primary caregiver. I only saw Mr. Najami once 3 weeks ago, and I have no idea who his previous doctor was. He came with no history, only illness.
So he's pretty sick, huh?
I'm an oncologist. Unfortunately, pretty sick is how I describe some of my healthiest patients.
Why hasn't he been hospitalized?
He flat out refused. We can't make anyone do anything. He said he wouldn't go into the hospital and leave his children alone. Now, if you'll excuse me.
But if that was 3 weeks ago, why didn't the kids stay with their mother?
Mr. Najami told me their mother was dead.
Matsuo. Oh, the occult kid. Yeah, that file's still open. You got a lead on her?
I don't know. I'm investigating a missing that took me to the other side bookstore. The owner there told me about your investigation. Looks like both our people swim in the same pond, huh?
Well, it's a crowded pond. Our missing also hung out at a coffee shop called Babylonia, as in Garden of. You heard of it?
No, where's it located?
Clark and Diversey. Seems that Babylonia was the last place another missing person was seen. Girl from Texas. Another lost soul. Yeah, some private eye was looking for her.
Oh, man, this is starting to sound like an epidemic. Listen, did the bookstore guy give you a description of the weirdo that was in there with Tomiko?
Yeah, it's in the file.
You guys do a drawing?
Nope.
Why don't you do me a favor, man? Why don't you fax over your files to me?
Hey, I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Deal.
Robert,
Yeah.
parents of your missing are still holding for you in line 3.
Great, thanks, man. Hello, Mr. Murphy.
I know I'm repeating myself, Mr. Davison, but you feel free to call Ida and me anytime you hear anything about our little girl. Anything at all.
Mrs. Adama?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Investigator Sandowski, Missing Persons.
How could I do that? How could I be so stupid just leaving him in the car like that? Danny's only 11.
It's okay, Mrs. Adama. It's okay. We're gonna find your son. We got a lot of people out there searching for him. Okay?
Okay.
And he was in the back seat.
Yes. We were coming back from a soccer game, and he had mud on his cleats, and I didn't want him messing up the front.
He was wearing a soccer uniform?
Yes. It's orange, and it has white trim on it. The Hornets.
Is Danny a good player?
Yeah. Yeah, he was voted most valuable player. God, where could he be?
Listen, you just go inside and wait by the phone. Okay? Danny will probably be calling by lunchtime. All right?
I'm not trying to do you out of a job, Mr. Sanders. I'm just trying to find a girl whose parents couldn't afford your prices anyway.
Well, you see, I'm in the information business, Mr. Davidson. Private investigator's only as good as the information he can provide for his client. If that information becomes part of the public record, I don't get paid.
Yeah, I do understand that, sir. But I just want one piece of information from you. Now, here's the deal. If I find out anything about your case while I'm working on mine, I'll get it to you. I'll give you a chance to sell it before I file my report.
Well, sounds like a deal to me, Mr. Davidson. Just what one piece would you like?
The last place your missing was seen, where was it?
Oh, yeah, it was one of them weird coffee houses, a place called, the Babylonia. Yeah, for my money, you could have called it the last train to Waco.
Was it a hangout for cult recruiters or something?
Well, welcome to the foul-smelling world we live in, Mr. Davidson. Well, I would have stayed on this little girl's trail myself, except the parents didn't want to spend the money. Some people's priorities, huh?
Yeah, some people's priorities.
She was in last week, drinking her apple cinnamon tea, humming and whistling. She loves music.
Do you remember which day it was?
Early. Tuesday, maybe?
Was she with anyone? She seemed lost.
No, she was alone. Lost. A lot of people who come into Babylonia seem lost, looking for something. That's my clientele. People come in looking for thoughts to have, soak in a little atmosphere.
You ever remember Suzanne talking to anyone in particular?
Oh, she was always talking to one person or another. Oh, she likes people. Talk to everybody. Even Jericho Jack.
Jericho Jack? Who's Jericho Jack?
He's one of our weirder regulars. He comes in every now and then, talks to anybody who will listen.
You know his real name? But why do they call him Jericho Jack?
He used to tell everyone, God sent him from Jericho. And then we found out it was Jericho, Iowa.
Do you remember what he looks like?
He's real skinny, medium height, red hair.
Pockmarked face? And you're sure you don't know his real name?
I wish I did. I guess I haven't been much help.
Sure you have.
Now, Johnny tells me to find his wife, and there's no indication that any woman ever even lived there.
Maybe she took everything with her?
The photo he gives me is 5 years old if it's a day. Look at the dress she's wearing. The guy's dying of cancer, and the doctor tells me that he told her that his wife is dead.
She probably split because of his illness.
And leave behind 2 little boys. It doesn't track.
Check for warrants?
Nothing on Narjami. Who knows what the guy's real name is?
If he's lying about looking for his wife, could be he's looking for an alibi.
As in he killed her? This guy wouldn't kill his wife. He may only have a week left. He needs her to take care of the kids.
What'd the kids tell you?
He wouldn't let me talk to them.
What do you mean he wouldn't let you? You know how to get around that.
Nina over at the Babylonia? She said Suzanne used to hang out here. What?
Right then, when you said Suzanne was missing, I flashed on this friend of mine who disappeared. Is that weird how she just flashed before me like that?
What was your friend's name?
Colette. Ferris. Don't mind me. I can be crazy. I mean, this was 2 years ago. Oh, God. Colette disappeared, and it was like this whole part of me was stolen, and I never got it back. Suzanne's parents must be going crazy.
Yeah, they are.
When you find her and meet her, you're gonna love Suzanne.
I am?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I can tell. You like toffee? Last Christmas, she brought in this tin of toffee that she made all by herself. Everybody went wild for it.
Jackie, do you ever remember Suzanne talking to a guy named Jericho Jack?
Jericho Jack? I don't think I've ever known anyone named Jericho Jack.
He's medium height, skinny, red hair, pockmarked face.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that guy in here.
You ever see him with Suzanne?
No. No, I don't think so.
Did you file a missing persons report when your friend Colette disappeared?
No. I mean, if she wants to disappear, that's her business.
You ever see Colette talking to this redhead guy?
Yeah, probably. He used to be in here all the time.
How long since you've seen him?
Year or so. Maybe longer.
315. So what do you got?
Major damage. Somebody did a real job on this puppy.
Any sign of the kid?
No, nothing. I was just driving by and I saw the car parked here. Engine's cold. Has been here for at least an hour.
Was the seat always this far forward?
Hey, that's the way I found it.
Fingerprints?
Evidence is on the way. Painted a side panel seems to indicate this car was in a hit-and-run side swipe.
Side swipe? So what do you think, drunk driver?
Man, the driver this lousy had to either be drunk, drugged, or my mother-in-law. And she's in Milwaukee, so I ruled her out.
Well, I got another possibility for you.
What's that?
A short, inexperienced driver wearing muddy soccer shoes.
So, who'd Connie get the flowers from?
She says her husband.
She says.
I don't know. Something about it doesn't seem quite right.
Oh, sure. I mean, who ever heard of a husband who sends flowers?
Hey, in the 7 months I've been working missing persons, never once have I heard Connie bring up her husband. All day long I hear Dan yelling, Carlos, your wife on 3, Lieutenant, your wife on 2, Robert, your mother, but never once, Connie, your husband.
You know what I think? I think there aren't enough missing people in the city of Chicago to keep your mind from wandering.
Excuse me, sir. Are you the manager here?
Manager, waiter, dishwasher, owner, that's me.
Great. I'd like to ask you a question. Do you know this girl?
Yeah, she was here a couple days ago.
How many days ago?
Well, Friday, well, it must have been. I'm not open on the weekends. Her and this other guy were over here drinking bottomless cups of coffee for like 4 hours, and then they didn't leave a tip.
Well, do you know his name?
No, I'd never seen him before, but I remember him because she's pretty, and he was really ugly.
Ugly? What do you mean ugly?
Really skinny, and like the worst skin you've ever seen.
Did he have red hair?
Yeah. Why, what's up? Something wrong?
Look, you're closing up, right? Can you do me a favor? Can you come down to the station for a minute? It's only going to take a minute. Just a minute. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah? Great.
You will not speak to my boys. This does not involve them.
You're afraid of what they're going to tell me, aren't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about your wife's been gone a lot longer than 9 days. And if I don't get to the bottom of this, I don't think I'm going to be as sympathetic.
Excuse me, Officer Kretzik. I believed you were here to help me, not to threaten me.
Mr. Narjami, in the morning I'm calling the Department of Children and Family Services to have your sons taken away. I can make a solid case that a man in your condition can't care for 2 children.
You cannot do that.
Yes, I can. And I will if you don't tell me the truth. You want to know something? I don't think Narjami's your name. I don't think you've seen your wife in years. And if you don't start leveling with me, I'm gonna take your sons right now.
My real name is Bud. We were divorcing. She wanted custody. I ran away with my boys. They're my children. Rhonda filed a warrant for my arrest. We took on new names and started our lives over. That was before I knew of the leukemia.
Do you know how much longer you have?
We must find her. There are no other relatives to take the boys. I must make sure that my sons will be raised in a loving home after I'm gone. Rhonda will provide that. I know she will. I've spent every penny I have trying to locate her. I hired private investigators. The last one located her here in Chicago. But that was it. I ran out of money.
Now that you're telling me the truth, Mr. Biden, it's gonna make it a lot easier for me to find her. In the meantime, I really think you need to be hospitalized. If I arrest you, I can guarantee I can get you into a hospital and you can get the care you need.
No. I will not go to the hospital. I will not die. I will not desert my children until their mother is found, until I know that they will be taken care of.
That machine's amazing. It's like a photograph of the guy right there.
Technology and your tax dollars at work.
Oh, for my money, that's the guy.
Thanks for your time. Okay, folks, we're ready for you now.
Yeah, that's him. That's the guy I saw with Tamiko.
Yeah, I can see him sitting there talking to my friend Colette.
What do you think, Mrs. Muncher?
That's Jericho Jack.
Hi, Mrs. Adama. This is Inspector Sandowski. Listen. I know you gotta be worried sick, but I know that Danny's fine. He's just hiding out somewhere.
No, I'm sorry, Lieutenant. I want to find her first.
Connie, you are a police officer. No matter how sick that man is, no matter how sad his story, there's an open warrant for his arrest for kidnapping. He may even be guilty of child endangerment. Call DCFS. Get them to meet you there. Take the kids into custody, arrest the father. I'll start the paperwork to get him into a hospital immediately.
Okay.
Oh, Mrs. Adama, I'm sorry. We had a little commotion here. But yes, I went through that whole list of his friends that you gave me last night. I went to all their houses. I talked to all of them. They all told me that they didn't know where he was. No. That doesn't mean that he wasn't there. That just means that they told me he wasn't there. Listen, this is what I need from you. Which of these kids is Danny's absolutely closest, 100%, I'll keep your secret, you keep mine kind of buddy, you know what I mean? He's got to have one friend like that, right? Mark Kavinsky. I'm sure you already talked to him, but I want to have another go at him, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.
I want to put that out on NCIC.
On what grounds?
To locate a material witness.
For a missing persons case?
4 missing persons cases, maybe more.
Bobby, what does NCIC stand for?
National Crime Information Computer.
Right. So where's the crime? You got a missing, that's it. You got no bodies, no criminal complaints, no nothing.
Lieutenant, if we find the guy, we'll find something.
You can't put a man's face out on the NCIC just because you got a hunch. That's not the way it works.
Oh, that's right. We don't break the rules around here, do we?
Give me a solid reason to break the rules, we'll talk. Until then, no. Bobby, if I were as good a cop as you, I'd get that picture out to every one of those netherworld places you told me about.
I already did that.
Good. Then take your sketch down to the watch commander. I'll authorize distribution to patrol units citywide.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Carlos, how busy are you?
I got calls and paperwork.
4 missing persons, maybe more. All lost souls, all very vulnerable, all women, all around the same age. All last seen under similar circumstances. All disappeared without a trace. Left nothing behind. And sometime before they disappeared, every one of them was seen talking to what sounds like the same guy.
You telling me you think Bobby's got himself a serial killer?
What I think is, I don't want Bobby going off the deep end. If it turns out to be nothing, I don't want him turning it into something and getting his butt in a ringer. If it is something, I want you there to watch his back. Just don't let him know I asked you to do it.
All right.
Mark Kavinsky. Remember me? Kavinsky, I'm a cop. A cop who hates kids. In other words, I'm your worst nightmare. I eat 10-year-olds for breakfast, lunch, dinner. A little midnight snack before I go to bed. Now you tell me where I might find Danny Adam, or I'll lock you up for aiding and abetting so fast it'll make your head spin.
Sorry. You guys don't get to break the door down. The janitor gave me the key. Mel, could you just wait at the end of the hall till we're sure it's okay? Thank you. Please! Mr. Narjami? Mr. Narjami? Hello?
Connie, ain't nobody in here.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
They're on to you, Danny.
Your mom's been looking for you, kid.
You ratted on me! You can't hit my rollerblades anymore! You ratted on me! I didn't. He made me.
Enough! He didn't rat on you, Danny. I dragged it out of him. As for this rollerblade thing, you guys will have to work that out for yourselves. Right now, we gotta get you home. Come on.
Is she gonna kill me?
I can't promise anything. We'll try to keep sharp objects away from her. How long were you planning on hiding out in there?
I don't know. Forever. I was just gonna go around the block. I didn't mean to hit anything. I'm really a good driver. Really.
Come on.
Let me guess. Garanzik?
Yep.
Would you like me to sign for it?
Nope. Tip would be nice.
Yes, I'm sure it would be.
There's no card.
Ain't her husband will tell you that much. No husband sends his wife flowers 2 days in a row.
Unless you're gonna have an affair.
Well, maybe she's having the affair.
Nah.
First, what Connie does is her business.
Persons
Second,
banner.
Connie's not cheating on her husband. That's not Connie. Third, don't you two have some cases you should be working on?
Call for you, line 3.
Missing Persons, Davidson. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Mutrick. I'm on my way. Coffee House on Diversity. He's there, parked at a table alone.
You want backup?
Fine. Look, but don't touch. We don't have a thing on the guy.
I don't know if you want him, Mrs. Adama, but I got him.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, Danny, you're safe. Oh, God, Danny, thank God you're safe. Oh, sweetie. Oh. Do you know how worried I was about you?
I know, Mom, I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll never do it again.
Sweetie, it's all right. I understand. Unfortunately, your father's gonna kill you.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself and start trying to figure out where this guy could have gone.
I already have a bulletin out on him and the kids. I want to find the ex-wife.
First, you find Rajib. Make sure those two boys are safe. Then you worry about finding the wife.
Constance, Rajib Bhatt for you, line 3.
Hello, Mr. Bott? No, I haven't, but... Mr. Bott? Mr. Bott? He said he'd call every hour until we found her.
Make sure we're set up to monitor his next call. This guy could croak on us and leave those kids stranded someplace.
Got you.
We know where they got married. We know where she filed for divorce. We know a warrant was issued on him in the state of New York. Get on to them. See if she's updated her whereabouts. Check the marriage license, divorce papers. See if there's any numbers available, especially Social Security. Doesn't matter what name she's using. If she's got a Social Security number, that's not going to change. It could take you a couple of days to pull all this together, but it's worth a shot. Get going.
Yes, sir.
I don't think that's a good idea, Bobby.
No, it's cool, man. I'll just wander over there and start working him.
Yeah, right. You spook him, he bolts, and then what?
You follow him, I follow you.
Bobby, the guy's gonna leave eventually, and then we'll follow him. Be patient. It's a virtue.
It's not one of mine. Yo, what up, man? How you doing? Carlos, he's on the move. Stay with him. I'll catch up.
I hope you're wrong.
Yeah, so do I.
I know. Mr. Bott. Mr. Bott.
You get it?
Of course. Seems he's driving an erratic pattern away from the city. That one came from a payphone, area code 708.
Go home. It's too late to hear from any records divisions tonight.
Well, I want to be here in case he calls. Maybe I can talk him into coming back.
Just tell communications to forward your calls to you. Forward my calls, too, and leave a message for Bobby or Carlos to call me. Gotcha. So?
We followed him over to a house on West Gray Street. Bobby's babysitting. I'm gonna try to get some details, see what we come up with.
If you come up with anything, by the book, understand? If this is the bad guy, I don't want the case blown.
(7705), we have a telephone patch through from missing persons section.
7705, go ahead.
Yeah, Bobby, I checked her car registration, telephone at that address, and driver's license. Everything's a match. Jericho Jack's real name is Calibut, Eric Calibut. But this house we followed him to, he's only been there about 4 weeks. Phone company records show this guy moves around about every change of season.
All right, man. You know what's really strange, man? This cat hadn't moved from the basement since you left. I give up a year of chocolate donuts to find out what he's doing down there.
Not without a search warrant.
I tell you what, man, why don't you check and see what judge is issuing warrants tonight? Maybe we'll get lucky, huh?
I see absolutely nothing but circumstantial evidence.
I understand that a certain amount of speculation is required.
A certain amount of speculation, and you're coming to me for a warrant? I took you for a shrewder judge of character.
Judge Coleman, I have a signed affidavit that Eric Calibut, a.k.a. Jericho Jack, was the last person seen with 4 missings, including Suzanne Murphy. Her car was seen in the vicinity of their rendezvous.
She has a history of running away. Not to mention that you have neither a body, a crime, nor a witness. Warrant denied on grounds of insufficient evidence. Call the next matter.
Morning, Dan.
Lieutenant.
What, you pull an all-nighter?
Check it out, Lieutenant. I've traced Jack's addresses for the last 3 years, all right? He's moved 12 times, every season, just like clockwork. The man's got to have a PhD in packing and unpacking.
What's the point?
Well, the point is a couple of things. I mean, first of all, he only rents houses. Houses with basements. Now check this out. This is where he's living now, right? Look at 4 of his last 6 addresses, all right? All on the 3800 block. Now you draw a line from one to the other, it goes straight down the map.
Yeah.
Laramie, 1 mile due east of where he's living. Overhill, 1 mile west.
It's a cross.
Exactly. I think Jack's trying to send some kind of holy message or something.
Still don't have enough to get a judge to issue a warrant.
Lieutenant, we gotta nail this guy.
Go home, take a shower, get cleaned up. Then maybe you want to pay a visit to some of these former residences. If the current residents are kind enough to let you in. Since the suspect doesn't live there anymore, you wouldn't need a warrant to take a little look around, would you? Basements are dark. Maybe you left something.
I got everything I need from New York, including a current phone number in Chicago. I've been calling it all morning. There's no answer, but it's a restaurant. I figure they gotta open for lunch, right? Somebody should be there soon. Oh, no. Can we go in your office? Take them back.
Hey, come on, man. We got a job to do here.
You been here all night?
Hey, but I've been listening to some real good music. Come on, check it out.
Morning.
Mrs. McCullough called me. Well, she said that you were worried about me. And I know that you've noticed that I've been getting some sort of ridiculous flower arrangements from some guy, and that you were concerned that it might not be my husband. But, well, I don't have a husband. I'm divorced. My marriage didn't work. I married the wrong guy. He was a cop, kind of abusive and alcoholic.
Do I know him?
No, in Milwaukee PD. Anyway, the wedding photo on my desk is my brother Richard. He was an usher. I figured it would, kind of keep me from getting hit on, if you know what I mean. I think I'd say this, but I feel pretty good, kind of relieved.
Connie? Thanks for telling me.
No, Lieutenant. Thank you for caring.
Is something wrong?
Oh, no, I was just, telling him about Richard and everything.
You didn't tell him I knew, did you?
No, but you are my slave, Sandowski. For life.
Constance, line 2, Mr. Bott.
Mr. Bott, please don't hang up. I found Rhonda. No. Here's the deal. You go to County Hospital, check yourself in. My lieutenant's made all the arrangements. I'll bring Rhonda there. And Mr. Bott, you're just gonna have to trust me on this one. This is the only way it's gonna happen.
Sir, we're investigating a suspect who used to reside in this house. Now, you're under no obligation whatsoever to let us in, and anything we might find could not be used against you in any manner. We're simply looking for evidence to connect the suspect with a crime.
What kind of crime?
Well, we're not exactly sure. We've connected him to a few people who are missing. Thank you. Thank you, sir. We're just going to check your basement, sir.
Maybe I can help you, mister?
Sure you can, Sporty. Is this the way to the basement? Well, great. You stand here and guard the door for us, all right? All right. Hey, man, what's this carved in the plaster here?
This is just like the thing I found in Suzanne's trunk.
Looks like some kind of devil sign. You want to do it or should I? I don't think they'll turn down the warrant this time.
Constance, a Rhonda Punjabi for you, line 3.
Thanks. Mrs. Punjabi.
Yes?
This is Investigator Karatsik. Are you the former Rhonda Bot of New York City?
Yes?
Mrs. Punjabi, we've located your sons, Sam and Nicholas. They're here in Chicago.
Police! Chicago police! Freeze! Freeze!
Eric Calvin, my man, you are under arrest. I will not be judged by common man. Only God himself can judge me.
Are you ready, Mr. Bot?
Children, come. Sit here on this bed. I want to tell you a story. The story I'm going to tell you is about a wonderful, loving woman called your mother. She has been kept in a forgotten place, too far from you for far too long. That is my fault. Because I wanted you all for myself. It was a selfish desire. Because little boys need their mother. And mothers need their little boys. I'm going to take a trip, my children. The trip I'm going to take is a wonderful, magical journey. But it is a trip that daddies must take alone. Little boys cannot follow.
Are you going to heaven, Daddy?
That is my prayer. But I have a first prayer. My first prayer is that you two grow up strong, kind, and love your mother with all your souls. Her heart is as big as the earth.
I'm going to miss you, Daddy.
I'm going to miss you too, my son. Go, my son.
Come on, boys.
I forgive you for dying, Father.
Thank you, Sam. That means so much to me.
you found Suzanne, didn't you?
May I come in, please?